say I think you're extraordinary in this film. And I just think you're brilliant and one of the most talented people on this planet.
Oh my God, well I feel the same way.
Just think you're brilliant. I hope you can see our films.
Yeah, thank you for doing this Glicked.
Yeah, thanks for doing Glicked.
You're utterly brilliant and I'm so honored to have done this with you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ethan Slater have broken up, and fans have a few really good reasons as to why they think that's true. And the other part of this rumor is that did Ariana Grande steal Gracie Abrams' man, Paul Mescal? Fans think Ethan and Ariana have broken up for a few reasons. They were last seen together at the Oscars on March 9th. They sat very far apart from each other. Ariana sat with her parents. He used to be seen everywhere together, and now in her most recent paparazzi photos, he is not with
Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater? Yeah, word on the street is they're done. Fans are buzzing with clues, and honestly, they might be onto something. But here's the twist. Some folks think Ariana didn't just end a relationship. They think she might have snatched Gracie Abrams' spotlight too, and poor Paul Mescal somehow got dragged into this chaos. Despite all the gossip saying Ariana and Ethan are crashing and burning, insiders claim they're actually tighter than ever. Some are even whispering about a possible engagement coming soon. Wild, right? Now, if you've been deep in the online gossip trenches, you've seen some pretty shady rumors flying around about Ariana. One blind item even took it way too far, saying stuff like, the A-list singer, sometimes actress, could very easily be dead by the next installment of her film. Like, what? That's messed up. Nobody should be throwing that kind of energy around. Yeah, a few months back, people were seriously worried about Ariana's health. No one's really giving clear updates, but fingers crossed she's doing okay. Hopefully the folks working on her movie, especially the big players like Universal, are keeping an eye out and actually looking after her. Things are getting weirder by the day with Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Before the next movie drops, people are digging into all kinds of blind items, especially about Ethan. One juicy bit from 2 months ago claimed that Ariana had already moved on from him. But let's be real. That timeline's looking sketchy now. There's been a flood of mysterious blind items hinting at trouble, and one from February really caught some attention. It suggested that even the Nepo baby singer, clearly talking about Gracie Abrams, believed her ex was hooking up with a certain A-list singer/actress. That's not hard to decode. People still remember when Ariana and Paul Mescal did that interview together. The chemistry had tongues wagging. Fans started speculating that something more could have been bubbling under the surface. And let's not forget, Gracie Abrams, Paul's girl at the time, reportedly wasn't too chill about it. Who could blame her? Ariana did say in her song, "If I want it, I got it." And fans believe she meant everything, including someone else's man.
I think you're extraordinary in this film. And I just think you're brilliant and one of the most talented people on this planet.
Oh my God, well I feel the same way.
Just think you're brilliant. I hope you can see our films.
Yeah, thank you for doing this Glicked.
Yeah, thanks for doing Glicked.
You're utterly brilliant and I'm so honored to have done this with you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Some of these blind items are totally off the wall, though. One said, another day, another city, and the significant other is once again missing for the A-list singer, sometimes actress. So now everyone's asking, was Ethan the one who dipped? Or was it Ariana who vanished? That rumor blew up, especially after an awards night where people claimed Ariana disappeared for nearly an hour, right in the middle of the event. What went down during that time? So apparently Ariana did go off with someone that night, but here's the kicker. Nobody knows who it was. The two main suspects were already spotted somewhere else during that same time. Suspicious, right? If you know how blind items work, then you get it. They're those cryptic little rumor nuggets that seem silly, until they start coming true. We've been deep in the blind item game for a while now. Maybe not a full year yet, but definitely over 60 episodes. And trust, some of these things have turned out to be way too real, especially the ones that start off sounding totally out there. Honestly, it's wild how many of the dark or messy ones end up being legit. Now, fast forward to this super fresh article from Deux Mois, and they're saying Ariana and Ethan are actually thriving, like doing really well. For some reason, that's been hard for a lot of people to accept. Even me. I mean, no shade, but I didn't really think this thing was built to last, especially with how messy it started. Let's not forget, this relationship left 2 marriages in ruins. And there's still a baby involved in Ethan's life that no one's really talking about. What's the story there? Hopefully, everything's chill behind the scenes. Dumois says they've got an exclusive source claiming that not only are Ariana and Ethan still together, they're going strong. And guess what? Just this past weekend, there were 2 separate sightings of them hanging out together in NYC, looking happy and totally into each other. Could we be looking at a surprise engagement before Wicked hits theaters? First sighting, Ariana and Ethan were spotted at an off-Broadway show, Little Shop of Horrors, with Liz Gillies in the lead. Shout out to Liz! And if you know about that cease and desist letter she sent, well, then you know. That sighting added even more fuel to the idea that Ariana and Ethan are actually doing just fine. Then they were seen strolling near Central Park like it was just another chill date. Wild, right? I always wonder how Ariana even manages to walk around in public. Do people start creeping up one by one? Does she turn around and suddenly there's a whole crowd behind her? You'd think she'd need a full security detail just to grab coffee. When I see sources like Dumois drop info this confidently, it makes me think they definitely have someone close to the couple feeding them the real tea. Someone in their inner circle wants the world to know Ariana and Ethan are good. But still, you gotta ask, why push that narrative so hard? Is it just to fight back against the breakup rumors? Or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes?
Ethan Slater have broken up, and fans have a few really good reasons as to why they think that's true. And the other part of this rumor is that did Ariana Grande steal Gracie Abrams' man, Paul Mescal? Fans think Ethan and Ariana have broken up for a few reasons. They were last seen together at the Oscars on March 9th. They sat very far apart from each other. Ariana sat with her parents. They used to be seen everywhere together. Now in her most recent paparazzi photos, he is not with.
And remember, at award shows, they often don't seat Ariana next to Ethan. Instead, she's next to Cynthia Erivo to fit the whole Wicked promo vibe. It's all about the image. So just because you don't see them side by side on camera doesn't mean they're not still tight when the cameras stop rolling.
And even though it's now April, fans think this breakup began in December 2024. There was a blind item in December that said Ethan could tell that the end was near between them. He could feel Ariana getting over it and getting distant. But since they both knew they had a Wicked Part 2 movie to promote, Ariana wanted to keep their breakup under wraps until the next movie came out. And that Ethan insisted on being seen with her still, so the fallout of his very public divorce a year and a half ago didn't look as bad. So in essence, he movie trapped her. December 2024 also coincides with a huge bombshell article that Lily J wrote for The Cut that was entitled, "How Does My Divorce Make You Feel?" There's a blind item from that very day that this is when Ariana knew she wanted to move on, and this is all that she needed to take steps towards actually ending the relationship. And guess what also happened in December 2024? Ariana Grande and Paul Mescal did an Actors on Actors, and I knew the second I watched it, all the comments would say, oh my god, they have such good chemistry, they should get together, even though they're both dating people. That hasn't stopped them either in the past. And then T-minus 5 seconds later, there's a blind item saying that Ariana Grande and Paul Mescal have been secretly hitting it off and staying in contact ever since they're Actors on Actors and want to start dating, but they have to finish the Wicked press cycle first. This also coincides with rumors that Gracie Abrams and Paul Mescal broke up last month.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything actually going on between Ariana and Paul Mescal. That whole rumor, probably just a flash in the pan moment. Let's be real. If she wanted Paul, she would have snatched him already. Let's not act like she hasn't done that before. Now back to this NYC outing, Ariana and Ethan were spotted again, this time connected to Liz Gillies' performance. And man, every time I hear Liz's name, it hits a nerve. She sent me the shortest cease and desist letter ever after I spoke on something that's been floating around for years. I once made a video talking about her past on Victorious and her relationship with this older man who she later married. The video mentioned how people were alleging that he groomed her based on all the photos, clips, and speculation over time. That video didn't even last a day before that legal threat came flying in. Makes you wonder why they moved so fast to shut it down. Anyway, back to Ariana and Ethan. According to People, the couple showed up to the West Side Theater an hour early so they could chill backstage with the cast. A source even called their visit adorable and said both of them were super friendly and warm to everyone around. Sounds like they were playing it all very sweet and supportive. And get this, Ariana went full sweetheart mode, hugging the whole cast and even bringing Liz a cute little potted plant for the dressing room. You can't tell me that doesn't sound like someone deep in their love era. An engagement might really be on the way. A potted plant, huh? Not flowers, but a whole plant. That's not just a gift, that's a low-key commitment. Like, here, take this thing and keep it alive. Luckily, it looks like the type that doesn't need much watering, so Liz should be all right as long as there's some sunlight in that dressing room. Liz is playing Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, and for those who don't know, this marks her big return to the Broadway stage. Flashback to 2008, she and Ariana both made their Broadway debut together in 13. So yeah, for Victorious fans, this reunion definitely hit a nostalgic nerve.
You guys, Ariana finally saw Liz in Little Shop, and the pictures are so cute. Those are my parents and my children. It's giving pink is good with green. Didn't they break up? Apparently they're still together. Whatever. Milo is so hot. I could cry. I'm so happy for them.
But Ariana's been making headlines beyond Broadway too. She recently pulled up to a pub in Hampstead that's got the internet going crazy. Why? Because in the deluxe version of her album, she actually name-dropped this exact pub, and fans connected it straight to her relationship drama. The spot's called the Holly Bush, and ever since that song dropped, it's been packed out by fans trying to relive the moment. The article says Ariana used to chill there after filming Wicked, usually with Ethan Slater, who was still married at the time. So now people are convinced she was talking about that exact pub in the lyric where she sang about throwing away her reputation. Basically, Ariana left more than just a bar full of empty glasses. She left fans with a story and a location tied to one of the messiest chapters in her love life. Ariana actually sings, "I left my heart at a pub in Hampstead. I misplaced my mind in a good way, threw away my reputation, but saved us more headache." That lyric alone sent fans into full detective mode. And according to The Sun, the pub is booming now. Business is up, the bar's packed, and staff are being friendly but super hush-hush about Ariana's visits.
Today we're having dinner at the pub that Ariana Grande references in Hampstead, and I'm so excited. For some reason I thought Hampstead was up north, but it's only in North London. Took about an hour to get there, and it went from looking like normal London to like a bougie area within a few minutes. Also, I don't think you guys know how big of an Ari fan I am. I've been following her since Victoria's Day, since yours truly. I've been to her concerts. All of her songs remind me of like a different stage in my life, if that makes sense. I actually love them so much. I cried listening to her album. Apparently that's the room that she used to sit in when she used to come here. She was last seen with her ex-husband Dalton at this pub, and also seen here with Ethan Slater.
Turns out that little pub wasn't just a chill spot. It was the spot. When Ariana needed a heart-to-heart with Dalton Gomez, she took him there. And when she wanted to sneak away from the Wicked cast and get private time with Ethan Slater, yep, she took him there too. That place turned into her personal safe zone, and fans are shook realizing how much went down at that one location. It's wild to think she turned a quiet corner bar into the backdrop of her biggest personal drama. The emotions, the secrets, the switch-ups, all tied to that one pub. No wonder she immortalized it in a song. And just so you know, Ariana's not slowing down one bit. She's got a huge movie release coming later this year, and she just dropped a collab with Shakira. She's stacking her wins. Oh, and fans went crazy seeing her signature ponytail make a comeback. But honestly, this version of the ponytail, it's not giving what it used to give. Where's that fierce, confident energy from the OG Ariana days? This one's looking a little too chill for my taste. Ariana Grande's booked and busy, on top of modeling for a new jewelry campaign.
We're gonna talk about how all of Ariana Grande's jewelry last night was under $300, with some of it under $100. Ariana is a Swarovski ambassador, which means she wore all her jewelry last night. Let's break down these prices because they're crazy. First up, the earrings, $66 on sale, and they're gorgeous. And then we have the very viral Swarovski tennis necklace, which is a little bit more, $300, but still comparatively to such a good option. And honestly, it's just beautiful. And you'll also notice her rings. I believe these are the two rings that are both under.
She's also about to pop up on RuPaul's Drag Race in just a couple of weeks. The new season of All Stars kicks off around May 16th or 17th, and fans are hyped to see her back on that judges panel. What's got everyone even more interested? This will be the first time Ariana and Cynthia Erivo appear together since their Academy Awards performance. They're back side by side as guest judges, and the trailer teased it perfectly. The S will see you now. Iconic.
See you now. It's good to see us, isn't it? No need to respond. That was rhetorical.
And no need to reply. It was rhetorical, just like they said. But here's where things get extra juicy. People are wondering if this new press run will be just like the last one, or if they're about to switch up the whole vibe. Last time, Ariana and Cynthia had fans spinning with all kinds of viral moments. The energy between them, electric. Cynthia's even out here saying working with Ariana was a little bit addictive. Addictive? That's the kind of word that makes fans do a double take. She also said, singing with Ariana is really exhilarating and a little bit addictive. That's deep. No wonder there were rumors flying that something romantic might have sparked between them. And you know what they say? When you sing with someone, you build a real connection. Cynthia even used the word synergy. Like, okay, we get it. Synergy is a legit word, but who even says that out loud unless the vibe is really that strong? Let's be honest. When's the last time you dropped the word synergy in a real convo? Cynthia really went there. She said, there's a wonderful synergy when you're working with a person who gets it and they can look into your eyes and know exactly what you need when you need it without saying a word. That sounds like straight up soulmate talk. And the bond didn't stop when the cameras shut off. Cynthia revealed that she and Ariana grew very close behind the scenes. They were always checking in with each other like, how are you holding up today? If one of them was drained, the other picked up the slack. Cynthia said there were days Ariana was just done and she'd step in like, I got you. What do you need?
The Wicked group chat.
Me, John Chu, Ari, sometimes Jonathan Bailey, because there's a few different group chats. And then our producer, Mark, because he's like the granddad of the whole thing.
And who uses the most emojis or sends like
Ari.
Ariana Grande for sure.
She uses the most emojis.
That's the homegirl, man. We love her.
I love her so much.
We've had her on the show plenty of times, and there's still moments of her and I that are still going viral on TikTok. You know, where she's singing live on the show. She's very young, and you know, we always had a lot of fun with Ariana
She's
Grande,
a
and I miss her.
sweetheart. I was literally
We're very
texting
proud of
her
her
last night, and I was like, "Why are you up?" Because we're like grandmothers, the two of us. We like to sleep early, and so for some reason, I was up at like 11 here, which meant she was up at 2 wherever she was. Like, why are you up so late? She was like, "I know it's new, isn't it? I'm never up this early. I'm never up this late." I'm like, "No, you're not. What's going on?"
Are you okay?
I'm taking every second I could get right now because you're usually asleep by now.
That's deeper than just co-stars. That's real loyalty. Honestly, this tight friendship between them, it's giving genuine support, not just Hollywood PR fluff. And with all this talk about Ariana and Ethan still going strong, it kind of feels like things are settling into a good place. People close to the couple are saying everything's stable. And after all the mess they went through, 2 broken relationships, families involved, real people hurt, it's wild that they're still standing. Hollywood doesn't usually let drama end in peace, but maybe this time it might. If things keep going the way they are, don't be shocked if we see a ring before Wicked drops. Or maybe not. Ariana plays by her own rules, and out there in Hollywood, things can change real fast. That's probably the kind of ending we want to believe, right? But now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Ariana and Ethan are the real deal? Or is it just a Hollywood fling with an expiration date? Did Cynthia and Ariana give you bestie vibes? Or was there something more going on behind the scenes? And let's not forget about that pub lyric. Was she confessing something deeper in that track? Sound off below and don't hold back. If you enjoyed this breakdown full of tea, drama, and a little bit of chaos, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We've got more receipts, rumors, and reveals coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.